websites are a huge thing. You don't have to have the digital platforms, especially if you're a business. And that's really what we do at the Lead Engine. All our clients have a website and all the episodes go on there. And I think it is an identity. It's a way of their clients hearing their voice before they've even picked up the phone or sent an email to get in touch, just to hear a friendly voice. And you're not selling anything, you're just giving them advice. You're speaking on topics that they want to know about, that they've frequently Googled. We do a lot with Google, as you know. It's all based on that. And all the questions that I ask in my interviews to my clients are frequently Google questions on a specific topic in the mortgage broker world. And to me, it's so interesting. And I've actually had a few brokers say to me, oh, they're not sure about doing, the recordings. I mean, are people even going to listen? Mortgages are a bit boring, aren't they? And I said, well, no, not at all. Because even for somebody like me, if I need to know something and I can listen somewhere and get that advice on a specific website and it's coming from the horse's mouth, I know that that advice is true and it's right. And I think sometimes it's easier than reading something. You could be listening to audio when you're cooking the dinner or commuting to work or anything, really, going for a run. You can have your headphones in. And I think that's the beauty of podcasting. And it's evolved from radio. It certainly has. And I think it will keep evolving that way. And I think it's brilliant that everybody can play a part in that. I just think it's quite incredible, really.
Definitely. And you're absolutely right. I think that's how I got into podcasting 18 months ago. If you'd have said to me 18 months ago, you're going to be doing podcasting, be like, no, on videos, but no way. No, like, I don't like the sound of my own voice. That's not something I'm good at dealing with. But then I'm always about getting brokers to step out of the comfort zone and think about doing things differently. And it was Alex that sort of got me into podcasting, because you work with Alex at the Lead Engine. We are a client of yours and of Alex's, and obviously Alex got me into it because I did an interview. One of the advisors did a podcast with Alex, and I went through that exactly the same thing, as you know, sort of saying, well, what's the point? Like, I'm just going to listen, nobody's going to download it. And it wasn't for that I was started to do the podcast. It was about information and just getting SEO content onto our website, which obviously helps. And the text onto the website, the audio onto the website, which obviously helps with SEO and Google and the rest of it. And that's how sort of my love for podcasting sort of grew even more, to not only listen to podcasting, but also being on the other side of the mic and actually doing a podcast, holding interviews. And I think one of the things, it's the same with a lot of people, is that when they're doing videos and when they're doing podcasting, or something you said there, it's about education, it's about information. It's not selling, is it? You're not selling something on a podcast, are you?
No, definitely not. 100% not. It's all about advice and connecting with the listener. And I just think it's a really nice way of them getting to know you getting to know them. I know it's, from a professional point of view, but just to hear that friendly voice is all somebody needs sometimes. It's definitely not about selling. And I think for me, I started out in journalism because I like stories. I like to learn from people, and that's what these podcasts are about. You're learning from somebody that knows their craft, and that's what you're looking for and looking to do. And I think I'm going to bring up another point as well that I recall from your interview with Alex, that people, I've lost my track now, but people, I think, go to kind of podcasting to hear, somebody and what they can offer. I've completely lost track of what I was actually going to say, but there was something you mentioned on the episode. It might come to me later, but we'll keep chatting because I've completely forgot. And look, this is what happens sometimes, I know you asked me before we started this, do you ever get used to, podcasting and interviewing and things like that? And you do, but I think, every time you interview, it's going to be different. No two interviews are the same. The topics are different, the people are different, and we're all human. We're not robots, and that is what I tell my clients. If they're worried about doing their first interview, I say to them, treat me like one of your clients that knows nothing about what I'm about to ask you. Don't be nervous. Just talk to me as if you were talking to a client about something. I don't know about bad credit or mortgage protection or first time buyers.
Yeah.
And I say that to them because we're not robots, and it's okay, I think, to stumble a little bit. That's what shows that we're human.